Hello everyone, welcome for this new weekly community show. Yeah, that's the other way. I'm very happy to see you because I have plenty of very exciting news to share with you today. Today is a special episode. Why? Well, first because we have a special guest, aka Drindin. But not only. The reason why it's a special episode today is because we do not have patch notes. Yay! We don't have any patch notes. Yay, that's great, right? That's weird. It's the first week with no patch notes. Isn't it exciting? So the reason why to not have any patch note is exciting. It's because we are finally arriving that moment where the QA server will be up for you. So the QA server will be up for you tomorrow, not today. It should be there tomorrow. And then you will see the patch notes of the QA server, but they're not ready yet. But then we are starting to change our way we are developing the game and the way we are delivering the new content. So we have been talking about that in a few episodes. The last episode, you can even see a very nice interview with Undone, our tech director, that explained in depth the plan with the QA server. You can check that out if you have not seen it already. I really recommend you to do so. But the idea basically with the QA server is that we are dropping all of the new content on the QA server, all of the correction there when they're not polished, when they're not finished, and you guys can help us testing that. So if you have an active account, you can jump in the QA server when it's open. It will not be open 24/7. It will be open at certain time that will be announced, obviously. And then you are welcome to try out the new content. There will be also for you the possibility to boost the level of your character, to have some experience potion, that kind of stuff, maybe some equipment as well. So that will give you the possibility to try out new things, maybe try a different class, try the new content, even if you are a low-level character. So it will be quite exciting. Your character from the live server will be copied and transported on the QA server, so you can use that or you can create another one. This will allow the developer to experiment more with the patch without being scared to break the live server, to break the live character, to do any of that kind of stuff. And you guys will be giving you the occasion to give your feedback earlier, not when the content is already on the live server and where it's a little bit annoying, or it's a little bit too late in certain case. So here you will be really invited to participate into the development of the game like we were doing in the alpha and the beta testing. So when it comes to the patch, they will be delivered to you once a month, but instead of having a small patch every week, you will have a big, large patch once a month with plenty of new content in one shot, which is quite exciting. So, what can you be expecting to try on the QA server tomorrow? I do not have any patch note to read to you, but I can tell you what you can expect. There is some, of course, bugs and fixes of all kinds, including some fixes for some abilities. So that's pretty exciting, but there's mostly new content. So what do we have on the QA server? We have a new zone. That's the first exciting thing. A new zone for level, I think, 35 to 40 and plus. So that's pretty exciting. The new zone will be released at least on the QA server. I do not know on the live server, but on the QA server it will be released in 2 parts. So now you will have access to the first part of that zone and the next part will be open later. There is a batch of quests that you will not be able to test because the quest is the exception to the rule. That's not available for players before it's on the live server, so you're not spoiling yourself and you're not knowing all of the solution before everyone else. But there's a batch of 7 quests that are ready, so that's quite exciting as well. You were waiting for them for a long time. We have the new duel function, so the duel between players will not happen with you fighting normally, but you're going to throw dice. So it is a pretty fun little feature to pass the time while you're waiting for a dungeon at the Ember Ring. You can throw dice and see which one is the winner. What else do we have? Let me refresh my memory. There's quite some cool stuff. Oh yes, something you have been asking for a long time. Merchant buyback. So you have done a mistake. You have sold your awesome weapon at the merchants. Well, now you cannot do anything, and we, the devs and the GM, we cannot help you either. So it's gone, it's lost, it's bye-bye the weapon. But here you will be able to purchase back your weapon. Isn't that nice? Everyone say yay. So Blinding Green, I guess you received the answer to your question. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quests already. There might be some more. It's possible. But there it is. So that's basically what will happen on the QA server. You will have access to the QA server tomorrow. I do not know the detail yet of how that will happen, but it should be there for you tomorrow for testing. So we will wait for your feedback related to the bugs and fixes, the few design changes, especially regarding the abilities, the new zone, the duel. Is it fun? Is it completely stupid? You will have to tell us. And then the buyback merchant. And also, how is the QA server functioning? So we're really counting of that. This is a big change in the life of the game, because we will deliver the content to you in a different way, with a different cadence. You are going to test the game in a different way, in a different cadence. Your feedback will have more impact, because it will be done before it's getting live. I think this will be very profitable for all of us. And if you are, like Quodzer, you have already finished the whole game, well, you will at least have something to do. So, will the merchant be buying low and selling high? I do not know the detail yet about that. But you will have the occasion to see that for yourself tomorrow. So I think it's really cool. So of course, as we do not have any patch note to read, not on the QA server, not for the live server, because we don't have a patch today. We have a maintenance, not a patch. And we are starting our new way of delivering the content this week. So I'm very excited about that, and I hope that you guys are excited about this as well. This will feel a little bit more like the beta and the alpha, where we have always been attentive to you guys and read your feedback and everything, but here it's going to be a little bit different. It's also a way of getting you involved, directly playing with us as we are trying the new content and seeing your opinion and seeing what you think about it. And it will be, again, this little collaboration that we had in the past, which I think was very precious and very special to the development of our game. So really so happy that it's back. It's going to be really exciting. So it's not going today, Xerwolf, but tomorrow. So there's a few things left to be done. So when it's the next patch, end of February or March, probably one of those two. I do not know exactly the date yet. I'm not sure that we know it either. But then you will have a big patch with the new zone, the new abilities, the duel, and all the correction that there's in game at the moment. There's plenty of correction. I've not been talking too much about them because I'm not reading the patch note. They are not available for you yet. But there's plenty of feedback that you guys have been giving that have been implementing as, you know, little polishing and such. For example, normalize a number of animal audio clip bear, boar, wolf, frog, spider, blah, blah, blah. Those could likely still use some work, but hopefully they're better than they were before. So that's a feedback I've received from some streamer directly who have been discussing. The streamer in question was mindless. Maybe Yana is still present in the stream, in the chat. And some others, it was not the only one, but it was one of those that have been giving that feedback. So we have been adding plenty of content for you guys. But there's plenty of other things. Like, for example, guys, now, when you are learning a recipe, you will not be attacked by a bee anymore, but you will read a book. Unless you flag the option Bee of Knowledge in your option. So if you want the Bee of Knowledge, you can keep it. If you don't like it, because it breaks your immersion, then you will just read a book. So that's one of the other little change we have added, and that you will be able to test on the QA server. Book for life, say Bammer Natchez. Bee of Knowledge for life. Okay. Not book, the Bee of Knowledge, alright. Yeah, I know it's one of those things where some player hates it. That's the kind of feedback we have received. We hate it. This is ridiculous. It breaks my immersion. And some people, we love it. It's so ridiculous that it's nice. So you will have the choice to keep it or to not keep it, which I think is a cool change. So you see, we're really paying attention to your feedback. We want the game to please you and to amuse you. We are creating this game for you guys. So we of course have our vision, and there's some things that are non-negotiable. There will be no cash shop, okay? You can ask for it as much as you want, no cash shop. That's like that. So Kalaskos is saying, hey, by the way, welcome. Most of the time I'm sad because I don't see the bee, as I usually rank up when I have the crafting window open. Well, you need to organize yourself, like, you know, oh, I'm going to get the bee. Then be attentive and record it on your computer so you can replay it. Smartbone is saying, will you ever do a carnival at New Haven City, something festive? That's the kind of things that would be really fun to do, but not right now, because that will require the artists to work on some things. It will take some development time. So right now what we can organize easily is fun events like the Mandrake event, and I've promised I will do more GM event, and there will be more GM event, but something festive will require the artists to create some decoration that will need to be patched in the game, etc. That take a little bit more time, and at the moment we really need to concentrate the efforts of our dev to finish certain content that, you know, really need to be in the game. So we're working very hard to get certain type of content to really polish our game loop before we can think about the fancy stuff on the side. I know, right? Better planning needed. It's the story of my life. I feel for you. It's also the story of my life. All right, so that's all I have to say about the QA server, guys. I hope you are excited about this and, you know, ready to try out, to test out, and to give us your feedback. So if there's any change that need to be done, we can do it before it hits the live server. Now, I do have some other things to talk to you about. Quetzal is saying, this QA server, is its focus testing, right? And only up for a short time? Yes, it will not be up all the time, but I do not know how long we will, if it will be open the whole weekend, for example, or some specific evening. I do not know yet how that will be organized. I guess we will know more about this tomorrow. I'm expecting to have a little post from Andon or something. Roll Breaker could always have a community-driven festival organized in Discord or something and have it in a city somewhere. Annual Blue Peter Festival. Yeah, but wouldn't it be nice if we had little flags in the street of New Haven City? I think it's a really cool idea. And the Blue Peter Festival, that would be very nice. So it will be called Eye of Feedbacks Festival. Officially, because that's the official name. Yeah, it would be cool. But anyway, let's go back to an important news. I told you we have no cosmetic shop. We will never have a cosmetic shop. But I lied. We are preparing a cosmetic shop, not for your character, but for you. So if you want to support the game, if you want to support the team, more than by purchasing the game and subscribing, you can now, well soon, because it's a preparation, you will soon be able to buy some goodies for yourself, for you as a player. So do you want to see a sneak peek of the shop? Alright, so look at this. Central Vein, Canva art. Isn't that beautiful? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this image. So cool. Isn't that nice? I got a title. Look at this beanie. I will want the beanie. You have a hoodie, mouse mat, mugs, a cap. Pretty nice. And then you have all kind of t-shirts. So the t-shirts are really cool because you have male and female first. That's really nice. And then you have the role that is written on the sleeves. And look at that. Look at the other side. My friend Flicky, who created the emote, will be so happy. It will be on the t-shirt. Frank is saying I will take both hat and undone smug. Undone smug, that's not possible. Hi, Tomer Forge. Hello. You need to get a mug too. Awesome. And here you will have also a little bottle like this. Isn't that really cool? And more Canva art. Look. The loading screen from New Haven City. Look at this one with Blue Peter. Isn't that awesome? So there it is. Well, I'm sure there's a collector edition price. I don't know. I'm ready. I love all of this. Yeah, and then you have this one also with different color of shirts if you want something else. All right. So in future, if you want to support us, the studio, you will be able to buy plenty of cosmetic items for yourself or for your friends. But for your character, never. No cash shop. Merchandise shop. Another way of supporting us is to buy the living soundtrack of Embers Adrift. If you enjoy the music, you can purchase the beautiful music created by James Crowley. It's really beautiful, and that is a dynamic album, meaning that every time we release new pieces of music in the game, we add them to the living soundtrack as well. So you only have to buy it once and you will have all of the music of the game. So not the future expansion, huh? Just speaking about the game. So, but you will have plenty of music. For now, there's 29 music. but there should be at least 90 music. Like for example, listen to that one. That's the music of New Haven City. Yay! Yeah, I think so too. It's really nice things to do. The music is really good, and that's also a nice way of supporting the studio. All right, so beside that, we also, and that's a little secret, no, it's not really a secret, but we are going to keep it quiet, please. Okay, we're going to keep it quiet. This is an information that you receive because you are watching the content and you are active in the community. So you probably have seen that the subscription price have changed. This is a feedback that we have received from a lot of people. So we do believe that our game, considering the circumstance that we are working to add content all the time, and that we have a solid product with zero monetization on the side, we do believe that it's $15 per month for Embers Adrift is a fair price, but a lot of people have said that it was scaring, especially for new players. Like they were tempted to purchase the game and to play it, but they were a little bit hesitating when it comes to the subscription price. This is not a business model that is popular anymore nowadays. I know some of you really enjoy it. Some of you really want to protect that system. We also do believe that it's the best system to offer a fair, ethic price for everyone. Everyone, regardless, will have access to exactly the same content available to them. If you want to earn something, you have to work for it in-game. We do believe it's more democratic and it's more, you know, there's more equality. Everyone pay the same price. You pay the game and then you have access to all of the content. But we recognize that maybe it's a turn off for some people, and to alleviate that, we have reduced the price to $9.99 per month. Of course, it doesn't include taxes, and the tax vary from one country to another, so cross my finger that you have small taxes. So that's not announced officially yet. So I will ask you to be discreet about it for now, until we have done a big announcement, you know, celebration, marketing, we attract back all the players. That's the goal. We want to take advantage of this, but we wanted to do that change as early as possible for you guys. So you will not pay $15. Some of you may have done. The people that have already paid a $15 monthly sub will receive a 2-week compensation that should already be done on your account. But there is very few people that has already paid $15. Most of you were maintaining your loyalty subscription at $10. So for new players, it will be $10 per month. If you're returning to the game, it will be $10 per month. The email is also not adapted, so some people have received email that are still mentioning the old price. We cannot do anything about that, so do not worry, the price is now at $10. So please keep it quiet. Like I was saying earlier, we want to make a big announcement about it, but if there's a friend or a community member that asks you the question, you can tell them, check the price on the website. You will see. There it is. Hope they are not MMORPG.com journalists here. Well. They will have to watch the whole episode to discover it. So I hope you guys are happy. I hope that it will encourage players to come back to the game. and to check it out. And yeah, so we are preparing more really cool stuff for the community. We're very grateful that you guys are sticking with us. Very grateful. I am very grateful for that. And we want to organize really cool stuff for you that involve you, because I think that's one of the particularity of Embers Adrift, that we are working together with you. We are a small community, we're a small game, therefore we can afford to take things a little bit differently than big games can do. And we want to take advantage of that and really create this kind of feel of bondness between each other, of connection between each other, and create a very nice experience for everyone. No, because Smartbone, the shop is not released yet. Billbook is asking, will the friend purchase option on the site offer discounts such as a 3 months discounted game price, etc.? So there's always a 3 months. When you purchase the game for a friend, it includes 1 month of subscription, right? That has always been the case. Maybe it's not indicated clearly enough if you ask the question, because it's there. Of course, when you purchase the game for a friend, you're not making him purchase a month of subscription right away, right? That will not be a very nice gift. Like, hey, come play with me, here's the game, you have to pay your subscription. No, it includes a month of subscription. The price for friends, it's the same than for any other player, obviously. But there's something, so that's again an exclusive information. It's not official yet, but we are working towards being able to offer game time to other players, which will be really great for content creator. So they, instead of offering a copy of the game, they will be able to offer a monthly sub for the game. For the player, I think it would be very nice, especially to bring back some players that already have the game. And for you, it will be easy also to get a friend. Oh, come play with me now. You're forced. Here's a monthly sub. You have to. Have you considered a limited free-to-play experience, kind of like RuneScape, like be able to level a couple of times and access one of the social hub and so on dungeon? Yes, we have been considering it and we have decided against it. I'm not saying it will be forever that way, but we have decided for many different reasons to go with the free weekends rather than having a trials. That's also to avoid to have too much trolls and the like, and people that are not really meant for Embers Adrift constantly coming, because when it's a free weekend, everyone, especially we are handling things differently. So I am, ready for the fight of the trolls if needed, and I'm there and dedicate my weekend to that, etc. If it's open all the time, and I'm just speaking about that one aspect, it can be a little bit different. So at the moment, we have decided we wanted free weekend because we can use that as a marketing tool. We can use that as a way to bring back old players as well. Because that's also the nice aspect of a free weekend rather a trials, is that if you have some people that have stopped to play the game, we can say, hey guys, come back. You have stopped to play the game, but look, we have all of that new content. We have balanced the classes. We have added new abilities. Come check them out. You see, that's also pretty exciting. So that's the reason, at least some of them. There might be some other reason. All right, so now before we get to our special guest and discuss about all of the cool things and then showing you the new zone, because we're going to do that as well today. Exactly. Well, how did you know? How did you know that is the content creator of the week, Ash? Because that's exactly the content creator of the week. It is Bright Life. Bright Life. So Bright Life, let's see his channel a little bit. Bright Life is doing plenty of coverage about various MMORPG. Is covering Guild Wars 2, RuneScape, Black Desert, etc. But he has a very special tone. He has a kind of humor. His videos are pretty unique. He's going full into one style, so it's not classical, and he has done a really nice Embers Adrift review, which is really fair, and because he's showing up the good and the bad and admitting at the end of the video that the game is not for him. Sorry, there's a little spoiler here, but I really like the video, and I've been watching it this morning because I was looking for a content creator of the week, and I'm going to show you the best moments of the video. All right, are you ready? It was the one who brought me to the game. Oh, nice. It wants fire breathing the for 3 chef. Let's make it happen, Drindin. Okay, be ready, guys. I want to see the chat spam at the end of this little moment. Okay, you will understand what I'm meaning by that.
That's right, we have an LFG tab, but we've got no compass and no map indicator. Now, I did ask the world chat kind of how to navigate this game, and what they said was that there is a big planet in the sky, and it's always pointed north. They call this planet Blupiter, so I guess I'm just gonna look at it, and wow, it's really beautiful. It's the master of direction. It's the king of the north. It sees all, and something is happening to me as I look at this planet. I want to just say, all hail Blupiter, Lord of the North. 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 Say it with me, Trent.
All hail Blupiter, Lord of the North.
Fascinating. All hail Blupiter, Lord of the North. All hail Blupiter, Lord of the North. Wait, what just happened? That was weird. Well, let's go on ahead and go east. And true to form, there are no quest markers on the map, so I'm not gonna lie, I did end up going west instead of going east. But in my very humble defense...
East?
Yeah, you need to check his video. So I'm not showing you more, so you're forced to check the video. I'm trying to find some... Yeah, here we go.
Team, and she was really
okay, sorry.
I had the chance to sit in on Ray Draco's team, and she was really helpful to me. I just literally sat there asking question after question, and she was so kind to answer those. And so if you're looking for awesome help with Embers Adrift, definitely give her a follow on Twitch. Her link is going to be down in the description below. She was running some dungeons with her friends, and it was awesome to see some great group gameplay. Dungeons in this game consist of the very traditional tank, healer, and DPS class.
There it is, a little shout out for Ray Draco in Bright Live video. Isn't that nice? And then there's also another part that we need to check, because that's really nice. Enjoy your day at work, Smartbone, a lot of courage, and thank you for joining. It was really nice to play with you today. I think it's here somewhere.
World-class development team. The biggest compliment that I can give the Embers Adrift team is that it isn't just an homage to the great old school MMOs. It already feels like one. And I personally can't wait to see how they carve out their own slice of old school MMO heaven. Thanks for watching. Friends, I want to thank you so very much for watching this state of the MMO.
Yeah, here it is. So that was a nice little compliment for the team at Stormhaven Studio. He has say really nice things. I'm so happy about this video because he has been so kind. So that's really great. Give him, you know, a follow. Check out the video, and I think that would be really nice if you need to convince some friends to check out this video. I think it's a really fair presentation of Embers Adrift, with the good side, the bad side, and it's kind. It's done with kindness. So he had a lot of praise to say, so that was really cool. All right, guys, if you have any question, get them ready because Drindin is coming. All right, so now let's come to the serious business. So, QA server and new content. Dear Drindin Lore Master, what can you tell us about the new zone that we are going to have soon?
Okay, so it is called the Grimstone Canyon, and it is even more canyon-like than Dryfoot Fallows. Dryfoot Fallows has, as you guys well know, the Drybone Marauders, and they are an even they're like mild compared to the Grimstone Marauders in the Grimstone Canyons. So you're gonna encounter them, and you're gonna encounter a few new enemies as well that you've not seen before. Specifically, the Grimstone Marauders have been working with an entity that has been teaching them more about using Ember, and so you will see some pretty crazy stuff going on in if you're hanging around with the Grimstones. They don't care. They're like the honey badger. They just do it. They just do it, and they don't care.
It's going to be really, really interesting, especially as it will be really the first kind of person to utilize the power of the Ember.
Yeah, but not in like, it's not quite phase 2 stuff where they're casting spells at you and stuff. They're still using Ember Stones to manipulate what's around them. They're not using like pure Ember yet, so it's not quite like full-on alchemy phase 3 stuff yet.
But that's nice. So we are going step by step, moderately, a little bit by little bit.
Right, yeah. The humans have only been back here for about 100 years, so they still have some research and some study to go, and maybe if they dig up enough of the Ruin Makers stuff, then that could maybe expedite their study and use of Ember a little bit. But they're still looking for that. One of the quests that you'll be getting on the 28th of this month talks a lot more about the Rune Makers. It talks about the Eye of the Backs. You're going to find out a lot more. And there's this really cool option for you at the end of the quest to go back and review the lore that you uncovered as you journeyed on that quest. So if you're interested in lore, try to track down the Eye of the Backs quest. I think you guys will enjoy it mightily.
Oh, and the Eye of the Backs, it's the official name of Blue Peter, of course.
Correct.
Just in case you didn't know.
Right.
So Luthor in Texas is asking which zone will it connect to. That's Dryfoot, of course.
Yes.
So Blinding Green, are we getting parachute for a back slot if we fall into the canyon?
No parachutes.
It would be nice. It's a very nice idea too.
Build up that safe fall stat.
So Rev is asking, is there a minimum level for that quest?
Level 18 for the lore quest. Minimum level.
Hello Zacket. Hi, can we get an update on when skill will come out?
Well, we've been talking about the QA server a lot lately, like you guys have heard here and there about. The QA server is what we need in order to have you guys test those skills. We have a little bit of PTSD from launching stuff, with just internal testing and then having to change them and having players, not have any input on those, and then we have to change them again. So we're getting the QA server in so you guys can test the abilities, and then once we get some feedback and testing from you guys, we have quests ready to go for them. We have, there will be multiple ways to obtain the new quests, and it's not through a trainer. So you'll have to go out into the world for those. So yeah, as soon as we get testing done on those skills, it could be as early as the 28th, as long as, you know, testing goes well and the feedback is there enough for us to make the adjustments we need to make and that stuff. So yeah, if you want the skills, hop onto that QA server and give them a run through.
So that's really cool. Even if you are not playing a certain class, you can make a new character on the QA server, boost it with your experience potion, and try out those new abilities. So if you want, like, oh yeah, I've been hesitating between Warden and Berserker, what should I choose? Now you will have the possibility to do that. Now, have you really understood how you are going to obtain those abilities, guys? There will be several different ways. Either it will be a quest or it will be something else, but you will not be able to train. You cannot go at a trainer and get the quests. It's more complex than that. You will have to work for it. So that's pretty exciting. Shall we go in-game to show people how is the new zone?
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm logging in now.
Yeah, look at this beautiful art. Look at that, guys. That's the new zone. There it is. That's how it will look like. I am loading. Soon you're going to discover. Yeah, and as it's super dark, I'm going to do some GM cheats and bring the light. So you guys can enjoy it through the day. So this is how you will start your adventure in the world. Let's make a group. Does that come packaged with the zone? Nope. Sorry, guys.
Elloa, I think before we start our adventures, we should establish who's the best.
Who's the best between you and me? Oh
Who's the
yeah!
best?
Who's the best? Of course it's me, the best! It's me, the best! Look at this duel, guys! What? I need to show you this! Oh my god, I had a 45 and you a 33. Oh, 14 now. No, damn. Okay, I'm still winning so far.
Oh boy.
Oh, come on, I'm super winning. Look at this, you're losing so bad.
Ha! Oh no.
Okay, let's go.
Come on.
No,
Yes.
I will win.
Oh
Oh no, my god. I was so close to win. Look at that. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So this is, guys, that's the duel. That's why I've shown you the window to show you how it happened, but you can also see above the head of everyone. And then the victor is, of course, winning a little dance, special dance. Yeah, there it is. It's rigged, of course.
Rigged, sure. No, and it does broadcast zone-wide, so if you're in a zone and you're dueling, everyone will know your shame or your great victory.
That's really cool.
Yeah, you can lose health. Yep, so you
Yeah,
are
don't do
dueling.
it in a pack of grubbat, right? In a nest of grubbat.
In a nest of crabbats, yeah. So,
All
and I
right.
think there are several different types of victory dances as well. So
There's more than
That's-
one. You will have to discover them all.
You will. You will.
Maybe we do a little cheating to not get attacked.
Should we do some no target?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I let you guide me, and so I will remove the interface so people can really see the beautiful landscape that we have.
Should we give
over
them
here.
a little sneak peek of the map, or would that be a spoiler? That's too much spoiler.
Yeah, it's so
That's
much
too-
of a spoiler. No, they need to discover the map themselves, right?
That is true.
But the map is super gorgeous. Like Drindin is the one who worked on the maps, and it's really nice. It's really beautiful. So Bammer Natchez is asking, what's the purpose of the health loss? Can you die from playing? No, I don't think you can die. You're just...
You can't die, but it is a duel, so you know. You know, it's you fight with dice and you duel with dice.
Yeah.
It's dangerous to duel. There's got to be some stakes.
Which is
So
why...
here we have some Grimstone Marauders. We are working on a mask, a unique mask for the Grimstones. So they will have their own unique mask, kind of like the Dry Bones have. Oh, we're in no target. We can actually.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, we can say them hi. They don't care about us. Can you toggle
And-
auto decline for duel if someone spam you to do one? That's a good kind of feedback to give. So we can maybe add that type of feeder. I don't think there's that for now.
What is the? What was the question?
Auto decline, because you will have people that are going to spam duel. We know how it goes. You're walking around, minding your own business in New Haven City, and someone is going to follow you to. Oh,
We
look
have
at
here,
this!
Elloa.
Oh, some of you remember them. Some
Look
of
at his
you,
eyes.
some of you remember them. Is
It's
it
not
the
an ogre,
Nogger?
it's a Slagjack.
So yeah,
It's a
what is
Slagjack. I wonder why it's
Hulking
called a
Slagjack.
Slagjack. I guess you guys will have to do some quests to find out why it's called a Slagjack.
Yeah, let's observe him for close.
And are there any Slagjills?
So something which is really cool with this creature is that their equipment is kind of randomized, so you will see them with different look or different clothing, so they're not all exactly the same. You will still have some differences. Some of them will have 2 bracers, no shirt, no pant. Well, maybe not no pant. I'm not sure about
We gotta have pants.
that. Maybe not no pant.
It's a team game, Elloa. Come on.
Yeah, I know. The dry bone shackle, yeah, dry bone shackle. So, but there's only one. We need to see if there's another one. Oh yes, there's another one there.
Where?
Just behind the ring over here. Yeah, you see, this one is a little bit different. The shirt is not exactly the same, and it has 2 shackles on his feet.
In the nighttime, you can see their eyes glowing orange.
We can check that immediately. Let me do it. Alright, we're the knight. Oh yeah, look at that! And you see the ground is trembling as he walk. Oh come on, he's running away from me.
Here's one over here.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, look, he look really mean.
He is really mean. But is it his fault?
Yeah.
Oh, what's this over here?
Alright, we're going to be back into the... Oh. Is that a creature of the night? Oh, look at this guy. Oh, that's so sad. Smarbone is not here. He wanted those creatures. Look at this.
Oh boy.
Oh no, it's stealing our mobs. Okay, I'm going to change the time of the day. You can see it differently. Look at that. Yeah, the panther is stronger. This is really cool. Look at this creature looking awesome. Look at that face. Okay, stuff daft will emerge. So, and you will see, because we are in a canyon, the light is really changing, the atmosphere is really changing with the time of the day. So I'm going to show you a little bit how that looks like, because I have the tool for it. Because you will have shadow differently. You see, this is really cool. It's very atmospheric. Night need to be darker so we can truly be afraid of the dark. It can be darker. I do not have it very dark on my screen. But you can change that. Do you know how to change it? I'm going to show you immediately. So you just go into your option over here. You go in the graphics. And then you have exposure adjustment. And you go right over there. And that will be the darkest. I personally like it at 0.50. And then if you wanted to have it a little lighter than I have, you can also go. But yeah. you can still make the nights darker by pushing your slider up to the top. I think by default it's at 0.50, like I do.
So we'll just do this first canyon and maybe the first biggish area.
Okay.
But we're not gonna go too far because we don't want to do too many spoilers.
No. It's pretty big, right?
Yeah. Especially with phase 2 involved.
Yeah, so I know that some of you had been asking for something different and from alternative as well, from, you know, leveling in Middleland or Dryfoot or Red Shore, so you can choose where you want to go. Oh, look, another new creature. A Scorpio! I don't think we have that in Dryfoot, right?
No.
It's also a new one. Yeah. I know some of you have been asking for Scorpio, so there it is, Scorpio.
Yeah, the first part of this zone is, I think it's 34 plus.
And here you have plenty of mandrakes, and we do not have snakes.
Or is it 30 to 34? I don't know. It's definitely 30 plus. We can find out now. Let me change my level to 30. So this Blind Root Mandrake is yellow to a level 30.
Okay. So it's 30
And
plus.
this one's white. So yeah, looks like 30 plus. 30 to 34, I believe.
But like we say, there's several area in the zone, a little bit like Middleland. The goal with the zone is to have a large spread of level. So you have first some alternative. Okay, I want to go to Red Shore. Now I'm tired of Red Shore. I want to go to the Grimstone Canyon. So you have a choice, and then you also have reason to go back later on. So you might spend a lot of time in Red Shore and then you go back to this content. So you can alternate, you can travel, visit different places. You have reason to see different biome, different area, different quest type and mobs. And you're not doing like me, spending your life in Middleland because you like this one.
We'll just do this section for now, and then we'll probably wrap up the preview of this zone.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, what's going on over here?
Oh, yeah, what's going on over there? Oh, wow, this is a new mob? Oh, yeah, look at this, guys. What are those? You see that? And then seem to be stronger than the Grimstone Marauders.
These three are just ganging up on this one. That's a bad day.
Oh no.
It's a real bad day.
I don't need my torch anymore. Whoops. Thanks God they don't pay attention to me. Oh, look at this.
You're getting hit with some AoE.
We even have elk, and we have, of course, because it's supposed to be the night, I'm just cheating. We also have emberflies. Oh, more of those big giant guys.
Yeah, you'll find them throughout the zone, and you know that I know the zone is designed to get up into the mid 40s or above 40 in some of the further reaching parts of it, so it's got quite a spread. Lots of space, lots of different camps.
Oh, it reminds you of that disease Sir Jorah got in GTO. Ah, nice comparison. Yes, you can see here this guy also have different bracers. It's not placed in the same area. So this is a randomization we have with the equipment of our creator that I find really cool. So they're not all looking the same. I'm going to take a little screenshot next to this guy. Hello, Mrs. Moonstriker. Hi. We only have 3 level 50 too. Quetzal is one of them. In the last episode, we have been celebrating their success. There's other of those panthers. So I'm going to check the real name. It's a Redmane Prowler.
Nice.
Why is it called Redmane too? It doesn't have a red mane, or does it?
It's all bloody.
Oh yeah, that's why it's a red mane. Oh my god. That's just blood. It's disgusting. Look, it doesn't have a face anymore.
Does everyone know the lore on these guys?
Yeah, I don't know if we need to say it, or if it's a secret. The people need to discover why they are like that.
Yeah,
all right.
People know. You know. If you keep an eye on the patch notes.
So there's a discussion. There's someone asking a question related to the first person. So I think that's quite interesting. to answer that. We originally had a first-person view, and then it was not nice, and we decided to go for a third person. Can you explain a little bit more about that, John, maybe?
It's been a long time since we had that conversation, but essentially, I think the idea was that we were going to lock it to first person, and people did, and maybe it was going to be a skill to be able to scroll out and do third person.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It was supposed to be a skill, that's true.
But I think eventually enough people poo-pooed on first person that we took it out. And I'm not sure. I mean, first person view is probably pretty low on the priority list if it's on there. I can't remember exactly why. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with tech, but
yeah, I think it's pretty difficult to have a nice first-person view. I think Elder Scrolls Online have worked a lot to have their first-person view, and they are a big studio, and as an Elder Scrolls game it makes sense to have a first-person more than for us. I mean, to be able to succeed the first-person, you need to, it needs to be on point. Otherwise it looks a little bit dumb.
so only the most ruthless of marauders can live up here. As you can see, there's a lot of danger pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, I love this giant elk. Look at those. They're again the one with the super awesome antler.
The elks, yeah.
Yeah, they look so cool. Look at those amazing antlers, just like crazy.
Lots of slag jacks over here.
I'm so happy that you guys are excited for the new zone. Because that's just the first part of the new zone. It's just a regular mob. It's the Imperial Elk Rev. You can find them in Retro Forest as well. In Retro Regia, exactly. Yeah, you can see again those giant. As you can see, they're all looking a little bit different. This one does not even have a shirt.
No shirt on that guy?
No.
The Grimstone's got the corner on the market and water in this zone, seems like.
Yeah, I love that. That village looks so cool. This is going to be a... And the music, guys, have you heard that music? So, World Break, do we get any kind of housing? I want taxidermy, that red main prowler, place it somewhere. That will come later, when we will be a big studio with a lot of devs to work on all the things. Or in a few years, when we have finished everything else in the game. But housing is definitely something we want to have, right, Drindin? We have been talking about that the last time, I think, the last interview.
Yeah, housing is something we want, but we're going to need to. It'll be a little while. That's not on the roadmap right now.
And because housing is something that requires a lot of work from the artists and from the tech to make it right. Otherwise it's buggy and it's not nice. Zakat is asking, will there ever be a shared bank anywhere other than New Haven? Well, for now, no, right? Because there's only one city. And everything else is too wild, too dangerous, too far away for doing something like that.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty hard for those are run by the consortium, and they don't really have the manpower to run those kinds of banks anywhere but in the city. Perhaps if we discover a new city at some point, you'll be able to have a shared bank at some other point in the game. But for now, it's just New Haven City.
Yep. New Haven City is the end of the world, you can think of. That's a little bit what it is.
It's the last homely house.
Yes, behind the wall. So yeah, I agree. We look so cool, and this is equipment found in game. So we are not even cheating with the GM chest here. So that's really you can earn it too. You can look that way. So the helm that Drindin has is the Strider helm that you can find in Midland. And the skirt that I have is a reward for the Ancient Bear quests. So you can have it too. You need to choose the pants as a reward and not the weapon then. Yeah, exactly, Blinding Grain. You will be able to have cheating pots and probably some equipment as well. So of course, and that will allow you to also try new classes. Or let's imagine you only have a level 10 character, but you still want to test the new canyon. Well, then you can boost your character so you can test it. Of course, everyone can wear the same. We are a complete mixed game, except for the makeup and the beard that are separated between gender. You can wear exactly what you want. And then, of course, the female character, when they wear the, how it's called, the Marauder chest or whatever it is, which is the armor that basically puts you bare chest while you're not completely bare chest. So, Luetar in Texas, this is obviously something we want to do, to add more lore to the game, but like the rest, we have a small team. So a writer needs to first work on quests.
It's kind of what I'm going to be focusing on after we can get this merchandise store launched and stuff like that. We've got 2 really great narrative designers on the team that are doing a great job. And that's going to open me up a little bit more for doing some of the more like lore tidbits throughout the world. So with everything I'm doing, it's pretty hard for me to like get a full quest in these days. So yeah, I have a Bax. You know, that's kind of... I mean, it's a full-length quest. It's a lore quest, though. So I'm going to be shifting from writing lore quests to writing lore tidbits and scattering those throughout the world. And I think that's going to be really fun for you guys. And I'm really excited to do that, too, because I really enjoy the writing part of things. And I think it'll be fun to sprinkle in more exploration incentives into the game and things like that. So yeah, you can look forward to more of that. It might be not until like March or so for those. So stay tuned for like a big announcement towards the end of the month. I think that'll be really good. So thanks for having me, Elloa, as always. You guys are always awesome. I love hanging out with you in the community. It's fantastic. So
yes, of course. Thank you so very much for joining the show. That's really cool. And it's always nice to talk to you and have everyone asking you questions and stuff like that. So I will see you soon.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye
Have
bye.
a good one. Bye-bye.
And that's it for today. Thank you so very much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Tell me in the comments below what part of the new patch on the QA server is exciting you the most, and most importantly, Do you like the Grimstone Canyon? What do you enjoy the most about that? Thank you very much for watching this content. You can see the show live on Twitch TV, on Elloa Wendy on Twitch, which is my channel. And we are live every Tuesday during the maintenance, which is 6 p.m. Central Europe time or 11 a.m. Central American time. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for playing our game or being interested by it. Do not hesitate to ask your question, leave a comment, like and share, do all the things to please the algorithm god. And hail Blue Peter, the Lord of the North. See you next time. Bye.